Here in the digital age, print media are struggling to survive, and one newspaper is making a bold bet on its future. RT America's Big Picture host and veteran media consultant Holland Cooke joins us with the story.
For months here on Boom Bust, we've been following the hostile takeover attempt by Digital First Media, owned by a hedge fund and a notorious cost cutter, with designs on Gannett, the nation's biggest newspaper chain, publisher of 100+ local papers, plus USA Today. Gannett stock is down some 40% since that IPO in 2005. And the other print publishers are also suffering from declining circulation and advertising revenue as eyeballs and dollars are drifting digital, and with consumers expecting to get their news for free. And one newspaper is betting that free is the key to its digital transition. The 200-year-old Arkansas Democrat-Gazette is giving paid digital subscribers free iPads. It began in the farthest flung distribution radius, the most expensive places to deliver hard copies. They spent $12 million on thousands of iPads so far, and publisher Walter Hussman says he's ready to spend millions more. His letter to subscribers describes what he calls a complete disruption of the newspaper business model. Total advertising revenues for all newspapers in the country, from the New York Times to the smallest weekly, were a combined total of $46.6 billion annually in 2000, but ad revenues declined to $11.8 billion in 2017. That's down 75%. Newspapers typically got 80% of their revenue from advertising and 20% of their revenue from readers. Now, it's a bold move, with ad revenue falling, the newspapers swapping print dollars for digital dimes. So you may be wondering.
Yeah. With all this upfront cost, they've got to pay for the iPads. You gave a number there, but they're ready to buy more. But then you've also got to put the content on there. We've learned content isn't free. You still have to pay journalists.
Sure.
Where are they going to get the money? What is the business model for where they're going to get this money and how they're going to get it back?
Well, Hussman reckons that if 70% of subscribers pay $34 a month for digital subscriptions, he can maintain his newsroom staff. It's 100 journalists, no bloodletting. And think of all that he's not spending on. Newsprint is to newspapers what Jet A fuel is to airlines. It's a fluctuating commodity that can make your bottom line convulse. And you don't need trucks to drive out to the hinterlands pre-dawn and elves to throw bundles of papers around. And you don't need to run that gargantuan printing press either. Mm-hmm. So that's the expense side. For decades, newspapers had it made in the shade on the revenue side. The advertising sales reps were pretty much order takers, placing full-page ads for companies like Sears and other retailers who are now dinosaurs in the era of Amazon. And Hussman says that going forward, his words, we're not counting on advertising to keep us afloat. There will still be ads, and they're still going to publish a printed Sunday paper, but not weekdays anymore. Like Netflix, his business model is based on you paying for something you can't get somewhere else. On Netflix, you get The Crown and their other proprietary shows. Local news lives in local newspapers. So that's their ace in the hole.
I'm Larry King. Questioning, listening, learning. You know, I've always said I never learned anything when I was talking. It's important to listen. Question more.